Today, you're going to learn the secrets of reoccurring passive income through a membership website from one of the leading authority figures in the world when it comes to membership sites. Today, I'm talking to Kam Jennings.
Cool, man. So how you doing?
I'm okay, cheers. Yeah, lazy morning, afternoon now, but um, you want to dive straight into it because I think people are going to really benefit from what you're going to teach us today, man.
Hey,
Because
cool, man.
this membership model, the reoccurring revenue thing, I mean, it just makes really good sense, doesn't it? I mean, if we look at like cell phone companies, that's the exact model that they use. Netflix, Amazon Prime, these big corporations, they all use this model because it's just powerful, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm going to
Even a
ask
lot
you,
of even a lot of those cable channels are starting to adjust too, man. Like HBO, like we got like what is it, HBO Now or something like that, and it's just like a streaming thing. It's pretty cool. But that they got yeah, that's like $14 a month or something like that. And yeah, you're right, man. It seems like a lot of people are adopting that model for sure.
yeah, I'm going to ask you to take us through every step of the process of building a membership site and all that kind of stuff. And you've also got some extra training for the people who want to go further, which we'll talk about later on. But first, you make a full-time income, passive income, right, from your membership site. So before we go through the big touch points on how people can replicate this for themselves, how do you do it? How do you personally do it? And what kind of results are you receiving?
Yeah. So I run. Okay, so this is really funny. All right, so I gotta be careful because I don't want to tell. I'm old and I've been in this game for a while, so I don't want the story to get too big. Okay, so let me just like do a real quick thing. So I lost my job in 2010, and so I was like, I had a decision. Um, I could either find another job doing what I was doing. I was working in the healthcare profession. Let me explain this a little tiny bit. Okay, so I just gotta talk. All right, look, I lost my job in 2010. I started getting sick. All right, I started getting really sick. I didn't know why. And I mean, I had like a year of sick time built up. You know what I mean? I had plenty of sick time. And dude, I worked in a hospital. So I didn't know I was getting sick. I started calling in sick that year, and they didn't like it. They fired me. Like literally the day before I got fired, I was in the ER, like it with debilitating nausea. Couldn't figure out what was going on. I was supposed to be at work, like 3 floors up, and they fired me. They knew I was in the ER. They didn't care. So like it didn't matter. So anyways, yeah, I got fired. And I started kind of learning this lesson when that happened. And the lesson was basically, hey man, this idea of job security is not really true. It's kind of an illusion. You really I felt like I needed to start taking my life into my own hands a little bit when it came to financial security. Um, so anyways, yeah, I lost my job. The very next day, I sat down on my kitchen table, tried to figure out what the heck I was going to do because I have 2 kids and I had a wife. And like, dude, the world doesn't stop just because I lost my job. I got to figure something out. So I had a pretty good savings. I had 401k and stuff like that. So I had 2 choices, man. I could stay in the medical field and find another job, or I could choose a new path. I could go back to college, and well, I'm going to go back to community college. And about the same time I was deciding to go back to college, I actually wisened up and decided I wasn't going to be a cheapskate anymore, and I was going to go to the doctors and figure out what the heck was going on with me. Because the reason I wasn't going to the doctors is because I was too cheap, man. I didn't want to spend the money. I was like, I'm fine, man. One time it was a cold, one time it was the food poisoning, whatever, man. I didn't want to spend any money. So, um, anyway, so yeah, I went to the doctors, finally figured out that my gallbladder had went bad. and I had to have that taken out and stuff. Then I was cool, man, but I didn't get my job back. I mean, it was over, you know what I mean? And I don't even think I, wanted it back at that point, because I've been working there for almost 10 years, and I had like all sick time built up. And then when I finally got sick, I couldn't use it. So, anyways, look, I'll get on. I'll tell you. We'll get into the entrepreneurship. I'm sorry. So, anyway, so what happened was I was going to school, okay, and I finally figured out I could sell my textbooks on Amazon, and make money back. And I figured out, hey, I can actually buy them on Amazon for cheaper than I can buy them at this college bookstore. So I was buying my textbooks on Amazon, and I was selling my textbooks on Amazon. It was pretty cool. And I was like, dude, if I can do this, why don't I I bet I could just sell other books, So I started going to like, library sales and garage sales, and I started finding all these books, that I could sell on Amazon. Man, I was making a lot of money. I mean, I'll tell you what, like, I was on Craigslist looking for places where I could find physical books to buy. And I actually bought a church library. So that's how heavy I was into selling books on Amazon, man. I had a guy who had bought a church. He had bought a church, an old church, and he just needed it for storage. But the church had all this church library in it. He didn't want it. So he put a listing on Craigslist, like 2,000 books for like, or I think he said 1,000 books, right? For like $100. And I was like, are you putting me on, dude? $100 for 1,000 books? But I was so green, I didn't even know if I could make money off of them, So anyways, whatever, man. I drove out to the middle of nowhere. Thought I might be getting to get axe murdered. I didn't know. Craigslist killer. I don't know what's happening here. But it was all legit, man. And I picked up like 3,000 of them, and it was like 3,000. He said it was like 1,000. It was like, dude, it was an entire library of books. So it was a risk, dude, because my wife wasn't into me having 3,000 books in the living room. So I couldn't put them in the living room. There's too many books, dude. So I had to rent out a climate-controlled storage unit, and at the time, I was getting ready to start going back I was going to community college, and we were living off of my savings and stuff. So, like, it was a risk, dude, getting this climate-controlled storage unit. It was a big, it was a risk. And I guess that's the first lesson I would tell anybody. When you're thinking about membership programs or you're thinking about making money on the internet, man, you're going to have to take your shots. I mean, you're not going to get out. You're not going to get out without taking risk. It doesn't matter how much education, it doesn't matter how much you learn. I mean, the best thing to do is to get a nice solid base foundation education, but give yourself a limited amount of time to learn. Say, okay, I'm going to learn as much as I can about this subject in 2 weeks, and then I'm jumping in, because experience is kind of the best teacher sometimes. So, but anyways, man, so what happened was I was selling a lot of books, and then about the time Kindle came around, Amazon KDP with the ebooks and stuff, and so I said, well, I'm going to write a book. I'm going to write a Kindle ebook about, selling physical books, man, because I've been killing this game. That's what I was doing good, man, so I was like, hey, man, this is great. So what I did was hold on a second. So anyways, I wrote a book about how to sell physical books on Amazon and make money. Thought I was going to make $1 million off this book, Mick. I thought I was going to be rich, dude. I thought, man, I'm going to be rich. This book is amazing. It took me a couple months. It took me a couple months to write this damn book, man. I thought it was going to be amazing. And that did not happen, dude. That did not happen. I made a few bucks here. I made a few bucks there. And it was very disappointing. Anybody who's ever, like, worked really hard on something and in their mind, man, they were already spending money. Like, they were already, like, in Tahiti or in, like, the Bahamas. They were already spending money. And they're like, right, man, this is going to be so awesome. I was just like them, man. I was staying up late at night telling my family, guys, I know, man, I'm working hard. I'm always on this computer. But listen, guys, wait till this book's done. Man, we're going to have money, and yeah, it was. And so when it didn't do what I thought it was going to do, it was heartbreaking, man. It was like, man, this sucks. So, look, just like anybody else who's ever tried anything and failed, like I had choices. Like I can just whatever. I'll just keep on making money selling physical books and keep on going to school. I was going to school for business, um, or I can figure out a way to salvage this somehow. So I decided to start a YouTube channel. I was gonna talk about the stuff I was doing on Amazon, and then I was gonna like pitch my ebook in every single video. So like I would talk about, I give them some value in the video, then at the end I pitched the, I pitched the video, I pitched the ebook, and I did that, and I figured, what do you know, my sales started increasing on the ebook, and all the sales were coming from my YouTube channel. So I kind of started figuring out how, that was the first thing I figured out about driving traffic, man. I think that was the first, because I didn't have any experience in that before. I just sold on Amazon, and that was organic traffic. So yeah, so that's what I figured out. But then I kind of started getting like annoyed, man, because, Amazon was taking 30%, and it was a $4.99 ebook. So every time I sold the damn thing, Amazon was going to take 30%. Which is fine if Amazon's doing something, but they're not doing anything. I'm pushing all the traffic. I'm the one making the videos. I'm the one who wrote the damn book. I'm the one who's pushing the traffic. Why am I giving you 30% just to hold my ebook? Hell, I can put the damn ebook on my own website and take all the money. What's the difference? I'm pushing all the traffic. So that's what I started thinking, man. And about that time, I was reading this book, because all you entrepreneurs out there, and I know Mick is a huge reader, all you entrepreneurs out there, like we read, right? We're always reading self-help, self-development, internet marketing, copywriting, everything. We're always reading stuff. And about this time, I was reading a book called Membership Sites That Make Money. It was by a guy named Perry Belcher. And this book was blowing my mind, dude. This book was blowing my mind. This is a little $2.99 ebook that I bought on Amazon, and it really was just a collection of stories about people who had start these membership sites, and like this one, I remember this one. It was like called the Entrepreneurs Club, and the guy, all they did was they put an interview a month with like a really successful entrepreneur. They put an interview a month in this little membership program, and like the members paid like $97 a month, and they had like thousands of members in there just to get access to this interview with a successful entrepreneur. And in my mind, I was like, man, that seems really easy, dude. That doesn't seem that hard. I think I could do that. And so I was like, well, I'm still salty about this ebook that didn't pan out the way I wanted it to. So why don't I take this ebook, and instead of just putting it on another website so I don't have to pay Amazon 30%, why don't I turn it into a membership program? And what I'll do, man, is I'll put every chapter of the ebook on a page. And then above the chapter, I'll put a little video. It's like a video supplemental for the chapter. And that was going to be my membership site. It was kind of like going to be like a video workshop instead of the ebook. And I thought, well, look, I don't have the confidence to make it to put out content every month. I don't know if I can put out content every month. So I'm just going to make it a one-time fee of like $10. And then, so that's what I did at first, man. And I did it, and I set it all up. And then like for the first 2 months, I didn't get any sales. And I was like, man, what the heck is going on, dude? This is crazy. How is it that I can drive traffic from YouTube to Amazon and get extra sales, but when I try to drive traffic from YouTube to this membership program, nothing? Well, first of all, I was green. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I mean, I'd never set up a website before. I didn't know anything about WordPress. That was flying by night, dude. So the second thing I would tell people, man, is jump, man, jump. Like, you know what? You'll get farther taking relentless, imperfect action than you will like sitting around until you got it all figured out. Like, cause you're never like gonna have it all figured out. Like man, I've been in this game for a few years now. I still don't have it all figured out, but I made a hell of a lot of money not having it all figured out, just jumping forward. You know, so I mean, I say, so yeah, so that's what I'd say, man. And the first 2 months, it didn't do anything, Mick. It didn't do anything. And I'm like, man, what the hell's going on here? And I was really mad. Not mad, dude. Like, I was frustrated with myself because I was like, well, here's another failed deal, man. And by this point, I'm not telling my family, you know, we're going to be in the green. Just wait till I'm done with this, guys. We're going to be in the green. I wasn't saying that anymore, man. I was just like, man, I'm working on it. We're going to get this together, you know. I was confident, but not like it was on that ebook, you know. So, anyways, I was green, man. So what I didn't check for the first 2 months was I didn't check my checkout process. I didn't check my checkout process, dude. So like I didn't know that, like I didn't know whether it was working or not, and I just assumed it was working, Mick. I figured, hey man, if it's not working and they want to buy it, they're gonna tell me it's not working. No, they're not. They're not, man. They're not. They're just gonna move on to the next thing, dude. They're just gonna move on to the next thing. Look, I didn't have analytics set up to my website because I was too damn green to realize I need analytics set up to my website so I can see where people are coming from. I didn't have that set up. And I didn't have my checkout process right, so people couldn't buy it if they wanted to. Finally, 2 months in, I decided to check my checkout process. And I figured out, dude, this doesn't work. People couldn't buy if they wanted to. They could not join my membership program if they wanted to. So I doink around for 3 days trying to fix that. You know, I can't fix it because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Finally, I say screw it, and I go over to Fiverr, and I get someone to fix it. It costs me $5. They fix it in 15 minutes, dude. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So there's a valuable lesson probably in there for people. I mean, the longer you're in this game, the more you realize how important your time is worth. So sometimes it's better just to, you know, if you can do it for fairly cheap, sometimes it's better just to pay someone else just to take care of it for you. It was important that I got it up and running. Not that I doink around with it for 3 days trying to do it myself. So that's a mistake I wouldn't make today. But back in 2013, I wasn't there yet, and I still had that mentality. I could just do everything myself. I don't need any help from anybody. You know. So, anyways, yeah, man. After that, I got my first sale on that thing within probably like 8 hours. I had my first sale, and it was off to the races. You know. A couple months after that, I kind of figured out a way that I could just do content every month. I said, okay, well, I'm just going to do 5 to 8 pieces of content a month in my membership program. I'm going to make it $14.97 a month, and it's going to be 5 to 8 new pieces of content every month. The content could be interviews. It could be videos that I did on what I was selling on Amazon. It could be articles. It could be anything, man. And I did all kinds of stuff in there, man. I hired people who were writing, I hired people who were good at writing and who actually sold on Amazon FBA. I did all kinds of stuff throughout the couple years I ran the membership program. And it was really good. And when I closed it, I had over 300 members. I had over 300 members at $14.97 a month. So, and the other thing I would tell you is I didn't know anything about email marketing when I ran that membership program. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, man. I was 2 years into this thing. I still never even sent out an email to my members. You know how I drove my traffic, man? YouTube. I did a YouTube video a week. I committed to one YouTube video a week. And I was talking about Amazon, and in every video, I just pitched my membership program. And those videos just built up, and it just started driving me a lot of traffic to my membership program. Dude, like, my YouTube channel was pushing all my traffic. Like, I didn't even have a legit sales page on adventuresontheriver.com. It was like a dumb little video of me saying, like, hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Adventures on the River. If you're here, then you must care about Amazon. Thanks so much for being here. There's a little join button up there if you want to join. And yeah, man, that's all we talk about here is Amazon. So let's get into it. And that was it, man. It was just a dumb little video. There was no copy, no nothing. That was it. Just a simple video of me my reasoning was all these people are coming here from YouTube. So, you know, I'll just put a YouTube video here on the homepage, and if they want to be here, they'll be here. And if they don't, they'll leave. So yeah, man. So anybody out there who thinks you can't do it, like literally you can do it. You don't have to be perfect doing it. You get better as you go. Most of your audience probably has a huge advantage over me because, like I said, man, 2 years running a membership program, and I never emailed my members one time. You know, it was crazy, you know, but that's how I rolled. I didn't even know, man. But you got to understand, I came from Amazon selling physical products, and that membership program was really my first like foray into internet marketing. I really wasn't a marketer. So there's that. That was my first one, right? And then we kind of progressed, you know. I kind of progressed as I went, you know. So I started doing product launching. I started getting more and more into digital stuff because it's easier, dude. It's easier. Selling physical products is hard work. I mean, you got to go out and find the crap. You got to list it, constantly list it. And you got to either do one of two things. You either got to ship it out to customers every day, or you put it all in a big box and you ship it out to Amazon FBA. So it's either way, you're working, dude. You're working, and you're tied to the hip with Amazon. I kept on hearing these horror stories about people making 6 figures a year, and then one day Amazon terminates their account, and like they literally went from like 6 figures to 0 in like less than 24 hours. It's a horror story, dude. And I was like, I can't, man. You know, I got to figure, you know. But I got this membership program going, you know. So I started, you know, I was making good money, man. I was making thousands off that membership program, and so like it was cool. Like I started kind of like wanting to figure more out about this kind of income, like membership programs, product launching, affiliate marketing, the stuff that like I don't have to do so much physical work for, that I can be doing this crap when I'm 72 and I'm okay. I'm okay, man. Okay. But yeah, man. So anyways, I somewhere in that time when I was running Adventures on the River, I decided I wanted to lose some weight because internet marketing makes you fat, you know. And yeah, man, I was getting fat, dude. So I said, you know what, man, I'm gonna get one of these NutriBullets. I went to the store and got a NutriBullet. It was like a little blender, and it was like, I don't know, man. It was like $100 or $150 or something. And on the way home from getting the NutriBullet, I thought, man, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can't try to earn this $150 back that I made that I bought this NutriBullet for. So I decided I was gonna start a second YouTube channel. I called it NutriBullet Time. And the only thing that I wanted to do, man, was I'm just gonna do all videos about the NutriBullet. Like, can the NutriBullet grind coffee? Can the NutriBullet grind coffee beans? Can the NutriBullet make rice flour? How to make a strawberry banana smoothie in the NutriBullet? All this NutriBullet. Does the NutriBullet have good customer service? So like I'd point the camera and I'd call them up with it on speakerphone. Hey guys, what's up? Yeah. So, and I just share my NutriBullet journey with people. And you know what? It was the same model, Mick. 1 video a week, right? So my grand scheme was, dude, it worked before. I'm gonna open up another membership program for health stuff. So like I opened up another membership program called Blending for Your Health. And that was only $5 a month because I was fat and I didn't feel like people were going to pay me a bunch of money because I wasn't exactly fit. But maybe they paid me $5 a month for extra content. And that's what I did, man. And that worked. So now I had 2 membership sites going, making me money from 2 different places, which was awesome. I had 2 YouTube channels going. And the YouTube channels were making me money, and it was awesome, but it was a lot of work. You know what I mean? I was spread pretty thin, you know, doing a video for this YouTube channel over here a week, a video for this one over here a week, putting 5 to 8 fresh pieces of content in the Blending for Your Health membership program a month, putting 5 to 8 pieces of content in the other membership program a month, and I was trying to figure out product launching, and I was trying to figure out affiliate marketing. So I had all this crap going on, and on top of that, Mick, I was still selling physical books on Amazon. That was still where my money was coming from. So I had money coming in from different places, but I was doing a lot for the money. You know what I mean? I had money coming in from 2 membership programs, money coming in from 2 YouTube channels. I had some money coming in from affiliate marketing. I had money coming in from Amazon physical sales. There's a lot of money coming in from different sources, but I was spread really thin, dude. I mean, and what I figured out was, like, if you're, like the more different, like, verticals you're in, you know, like the more different verticals you're trying to master at one time, and you're not like the expert of them, you know, you're just trying to figure them out. You're making a little bit of money, but you're not like you're not killing the game anywhere. Like, it's, you know, your energy, like, you got to be efficient with your energy. You know what I mean? And what I figured out was, like, I do far better with just one thing, and just, like, you know, screw everything else. Just burn everything else down, and just focus all my energy on this one thing, getting this one thing really successful. And at that time, like, I wanted to know how successful I could be at internet marketing, Mick. That's what I was interested in, because the membership program was producing passive income for me, fairly passive. I had to put 5 to 8 pieces of content in there every month, but man, I was making money on it every month. It was awesome. So that's what was fascinating me. The product launchers, like Frank Kern, Jeff Walker, all these guys. I saw, like, these big product launches. I was like, man, this is awesome, dude. I want to get in on that. So anyways, basically what happened was, long story short, which this isn't a short story, sorry. Basically, man, long story short, and whenever I tell people this, like, they're always like, you're crazy, dude. What's wrong with you? I had to tell you that other story so that you understood this part of the story, all right? Because the other part of the story was that, and then this part of the story doesn't make sense if I don't tell you all that crap. So at the end of 2015, I shut down adventuresontheriver.com. I had over 300 members paying me $14.97 a month, and I went into my PayPal and I canceled every one of those 3 recurring payments. Cancel. And, like, it was a hard decision, man. But here, the bottom line is, I needed to know how efficient I could be in one vertical if I dedicated all my energy just to one thing. Went into Blending for Your Health, the other membership program. Cancel. I canceled all these recurring payments from all these people. And the people who had already paid me that month, I refunded their money, right? So I canceled everybody. And very quickly, I went from, like, having, like thousands of dollars in reoccurring income. Like, my income took a hit by several $1,000s that month. And I tell you, man, every day I think that I have a good wife who she has faith in me, you know. So that's another thing I would tell people, man. Have faith in your vision, man. Because it was hard, but I never flinched. I mean, it was like, I had a faith in the vision for what I wanted to do, and I couldn't let losing a little bit of money, I couldn't let that fear take hold of me, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to do what's in our heart to do. Like, you know, I mean, if I was afraid, like, I would have went back to work at a hospital somewhere. I didn't. I went back to college and I figured out how to do this book thing. So the same, like, courage that got me there got me to cancel all those recurring members, because it's not like I just canceled them. I had a plan, dude. I was going to start a digital publishing company. Same one I run today. It's called Epic Conversions. And that's what I was going to do. So I canceled everybody in December 2015. And I had a plan, dude. I had it all mapped out in my head. And I'm lucky that I got people around me who believe in me. When I say I'm going to do some shit, they believe me. So, you know, it like, my thing is, I don't always get it perfect, but I never quit. I keep on moving forward to get it right. And the other thing I do, man, is I suggest everybody do is when you move forward on something and it doesn't work out the way you wanted it to, what you want to do is you just want to analyze everything that you did, and you want to kind of like write down the things that did work out for you that you're happy with, write down the things that did not work out for you that you need to improve upon, like what parts of it failed, and then just kind of adjust it. And if you keep doing that, you'll make it successful. Then the question becomes, do I enjoy doing this? So that's, I mean, you will get successful. If you keep adjusting it, you're going to get it successful. So anyway, so what happened was, man, I had a plan. I was going to start a digital publishing company, and I opened it in March of 2016. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to do some product launching because I'd already seen the power of product launching. I already knew how big of a deal it was and how fast it could like jumpstart your business. So that's what I did, man. I committed to like publishing like an article a month or something on my blog for Epic Conversions. But the focus was the email list. The email list was, you know, the email list was the core of my business. That's the bottom line. And anyways, so in March, I opened up Epic Conversions. In October, I opened up my second membership program, my third membership program for Epic Conversions, centered on internet marketing. And this was called the Epic Conversions Insiders Club. All right. And this was growth, man. And I'll tell you why. Because in the past, when I did a membership program, I had to put 5 to 8 pieces of content in there. And like, I was killing myself if I was doing anything else, because if I was doing other stuff, like I was like stacking the work on, dude. And I had this mentality of like, if I want the money, I got to put all the work in. But that's not the truth, man. That's a blue collar illusion. Like if you grew up and your parents worked and their parents worked and their parents worked and everyone was broke and nobody had any money and everybody worked paycheck to paycheck, you grew up thinking, hey man, if you want money, you go get a job and you work. But the truth is, I just need to adjust that mentality a tiny bit, because the truth isn't like, okay, if I put a lot of work into all this content and then I'll get money. That's not the truth. The truth is, if I can provide a benefit to people, they will give me money. And that's the truth. And it sounds about the same, but it's not the same. It's a slight difference. And so with Epic Conversions Insiders Club, what I wanted to do was not like kill myself creating all this extra content. So what I did was I committed to launching a product a month publicly. And so with the Insiders Club, it was just going to be a discount club. They were just going to get like access to my last 3 product launches. Like my last 3, when a new one comes out, the old one drops off. So basically, like the beauty of that is I don't have to do any extra work for that membership program. I don't have to do any work for it. It's like that's work I'm already doing. So I'm leveraging something I'm already doing. I'm leveraging work that I'm already doing to produce an extra revenue stream, an extra continuity stream. And like this was a eureka moment for me, dude. This is a big deal, because you got to remember, man, I was running 2 membership programs before. I already knew what that was like. That was like, running through the fire, Mick. It was like creating like tons of content every month. And man, because I know you've done daily YouTube vlogs, so you know what it's like to be like creating tons of content all the time.
Yeah, it melts your mind. You can't do anything else. You can't think about anything else. It's like you're on this treadmill and you just can't get off it. Keep going, and keep going, and keep going.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So I learned my lesson the hard way. And I don't know what it is, man. I'm 42 and I'm still learning all these lessons the hard way. Why can't I just like just get it the easy way?
I know.
But, yeah, man. So it was basically it was a eureka moment, dude. I mean, because I figured out, okay, all right, cool, man. This is a lot easier. That's what I figured out. This is a lot easier than creating content every month. I had made like the real connection, the true connection of it's not just about like that's it. Like in my mind, I just was taking advantage of an opportunity. I didn't really make the connection of it's about the benefit. It's not about the content. It's about the benefit. Like in my mind, I was just like, I'm already creating the content. I could just make it a discount club. You know, I was like taking advantage of an opportunity, but I didn't see what was really happening. But yeah, the Epica versus Insiders Club, great club, works really, really well. I don't know how many members I got in that right now, but it's been running for a couple years. And your audience might wonder how I drive traffic to the Epica Versions Insiders Club, because it's a little different. I talked to you guys about, you know, using a YouTube channel to drive traffic to the other ones. So with this one, it's a little different. See, I knew I was launching products. So I launched the Insiders Club in my funnel. I had the product that was launching. I knew I was going to be sending a ton of traffic to the product. So the Insiders Club would get advertised to the people who bought the front end product. That was the main traffic source. And then the secondary traffic source was like follow-up email sequences. Those are the two big traffic sources for the Insiders Club. But anyways, so what else, man? Whole bunch of good stuff happened, whole bunch of bad stuff happened, you know. Then finally, a couple months ago, I launched my 4th membership program. So now I got the Insiders Club going, and I got a new one going called the Super 20 Club. And the Super 20 Club is funny, man. The Super 20 Club, like, I mean, how many of you guys out there, like, how many you think your audience, how many of them would like to just like increase their bottom line by like $8,000 or $10,000 a year? Like, who just wants like a $10,000 a year raise, just like that, you know? So let me show you how this Super 20 Club thing works. All right, I finally figured out it's not about content. It's not about some loophole for content. It's about benefit. All right. So why don't I do this? You know, I'm launching these products every month. Why don't I just like offer people like 100% commission through like the entire funnel? You know, like the entire funnel. I'm just going to give them 100% affiliate commissions through the entire funnel. So when they send any traffic to my sales page, they're going to make all the money, you know? So, and for this privilege, they pay $45 a month. And I'm only going to open it up to 20 people. And it's going to be called the Super 20 Club. This is the Super 20 Club, $45 a month. You have 100% affiliate commissions through all of my funnels. Whenever I put out a new product, which I do every month, all of a sudden you just add another funnel to your collection, because now you got 100% commissions through all my funnels, and you get a new one every month. So you can promote to whatever you want. You make all the money. So the beauty for them, obviously, that's a huge benefit. They don't have to make anything. They just make money off of my stuff, you know, which is awesome for them. It's a great benefit. But now you might think, well, dude, why are you doing that? I mean, well, look, first of all, $45 a month times 20. You guys do the math. It's a good little bit of money a year. I think it's like an additional $10,000 a year or something. So that's a good benefit for me. I just gave myself a $10,000 raise. That's amazing. And the other benefit is I still get the buyer's leads, right? Those leads still go on my list when they buy those products. I still get those leads. So I'm free to promote them other things. I mean, the lead is worth more than just like the $7 sale or whatever they buy. So, I mean, but none of that really matters. I mean, that was cool to make extra money, and that was cool I got the buyer's lead, and that was cool that I gave those people the opportunity to collect sales funnels and just make a bunch of money. That's great. That was all great. But here is the valuable thing of that situation. It was all centered around benefit. I didn't have to do any extra work. I was already making those funnels. I was already putting out that stuff. I was 100% leveraging work that I was already doing. And that's the real lesson that I would like for your audience to not have to take 5 years to learn like I did. It's not about putting content every month in a membership program. It's about what benefit you can provide. Is there something you're already doing? that could be leveraged to produce a membership program. I'll give you an example. If I'm a completely new guy, Mick, completely new, and I've never done anything before, but I have a hunger, right? I have a hunger to learn. I'm trying to figure out how to make money online, and I'm buying products, and I'm looking at them, and I'm reviewing them, and I'm trying different things, all right? I'm doing that stuff anyway. That's what I'm doing every month, you know? Well, could I not have like a learn out loud club where like basically, you know, once a month I do like this live call and I just like talk to people about what I've learned this month, what I've been working on, what I'm learning, things I've learned. Could I not do that? Could I not come up with 5 to 10 points, 5 to 10 things I want to talk about every month and go through it with the people who join my Learn Out Loud club and charge a simple $10 a month for it? So on my blog or on my YouTube channel, wherever I'm, you know, putting myself out there, I'll pitch it, you know, I'm learning new stuff and I'll pitch my little Learn Out Loud club. And it's, you know, and to me, like, that's a really easy way to start a membership program without being an expert. And like, you're like admitting that you're not the expert. You don't have to pretend to be the expert. I don't think anybody should pretend to do anything. I mean, be yourself. There's two kinds of people that get followed online, right? The person who's perceived to have arrived, like, hey, this person is successful. They've made it. They're awesome. And then the person who's on a journey, like, they get followed just as much. So anyways, yeah, I guess that's the whole story, man. You know, does that help? Does that answer your question?
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you, man. So can we go through setting up a membership site step by step, what someone needs to do to get up and running, say in the next couple of days?
Yeah, for sure. So, first of all, I'd say most people don't care about membership programs. You know, people don't care about that. What they do care about is passive income. And if you set up membership programs like the ones I'm talking about here, like, that is true passive income. When we talk about something like the Super 20 Club, dude, that's true passive income. People just pay me money every month for this benefit. I don't have to do anything for it. It's straight passive income. Like, and that's what I would say. So we talk about three secrets to, if we talk about 3 secrets to passive income, because I know the people here in your audience care about passive income. They don't care about membership programs. When they think membership programs, you know what they think? Pain in the ass, dude. That's a pain in the ass. I don't want to do that. That's too much work. Look, man, I'm not talking about no pain in the ass stuff. I'm talking about passive income, straight passive income, where you take things that you're already doing and you leverage it into a second revenue stream. That's what I'm talking about. So first one's continuity. We've already given it over the last 20 minutes or so. Continuity. That's the first secret to passive income. You need a recurring. You need continuity in your life. The second one's benefit, not content. We've talked about that too. Benefit over content. It's about benefit. And then the third one we haven't talked about, and I will answer your question step by step. I would tell you. But really quick, the third one is warm traffic, okay? Warm traffic converts at a much higher rate than cold traffic, okay? The fact is, if you send, and everybody wants to do everybody wants to pay for traffic, you know, because they think it's like a tap. Turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. But you know what happens? Like, they watch a lot of guys who are like big timers at the top, and like they're being successful. And what happens is a lot of new guys and a lot of mid-level guys, like, it's just throwing money at a black hole with the paid traffic. They're just throwing money at a black hole. Then they get frustrated and they run back to free traffic because they can't figure out the paid traffic and it's too hard and they don't understand. It's like throwing money at a black hole. So we can all agree on this one fact. Warm traffic, people who know, like, and trust you already, and when you send them somewhere, that traffic converts at a much higher rate, like 10 times higher. Like, if I send cold traffic to a sales page, especially a reoccurring sales page, a membership program sales page. If I send cold traffic to that sales page, I'm going to be lucky if it converts at 1 to 2%. I mean, I don't care how good my sales page is. It doesn't matter if I have, the best copywriter in the world. John Carlton himself could write my sales letter, and it's going to convert at 1 to 2% with cold traffic. That's the bottom line. However, when I send warm traffic, and you know what I'm talking about, man, because you have a YouTube channel and you send that traffic to resources, you know what I mean. When you send warm traffic to something, it converts at a much higher rate. So when I send warm traffic to a product sales page, it's nothing to get 10% conversions. It's nothing to get 22% conversions. My last product launch converted at 38%, Mick. 38 freaking percent. Like, there's no way I get that with cold traffic. Okay, I just don't. So then the question becomes, well, I can't scale I can't scale warm traffic. I mean, I only have my email list is only so big. I only have so much influence on YouTube. I only have so many people who give a crap what I have to say. I mean, how the hell do I scale warm traffic? I can't do it. So, like, here's what people have to understand. When you run cold traffic, put them on an email list. Run the cold traffic to an email list, and then you need to run those leads through an indoctrination series, about 30-day indoctrination series. That series, man, don't try to offer them crap. Don't let your greed run the show. Like, you need to you need to build rapport with these people. So give them free information in those emails. Tell them stories in those emails so they get to know who you are and they start to feel like you're a nice guy who can help them. Build a relationship in that 30-day indoctrination series. So what you're doing is you're turning a 1% asset. You're plugging in a 1% asset at the beginning of the indoctrination series. And after the 30-day indoctrination series, you're coming out with a 10 to 20% asset. Okay, so that's a huge difference. And then you can take those leads and that traffic, and you can promote your membership program to them. Okay, so that's what I would say about that, and I hope that helps. So the 3 secrets of the passive income is continuity, benefit over content, and then warm traffic to the sales page. Okay, those are the 3 secrets that they need to know. Now, you asked me how to set up the membership program. Okay, there's a lot of ways to do it. If you want to know how I do it today, if I was starting a new one, I wouldn't set up a damn membership program. I'd set up a damn paid newsletter. You know why? Because it's easy. That's why. It's easy. I don't have to worry about plugins breaking down. I don't have to worry about WordPress crapping out on me. I don't have to worry about, it's all just email. So basically, the lighter that you can make the membership program, like, the better it is for you, because the less moving parts that could break down. And I'm not saying that from not just pulling that out of my butt and throwing it out there. Like, literally, I started out with more complicated stuff and I moved down to less complicated stuff because it was easier for me to manage. And you might think I'm a fool because you see all this fancy membership program software out there, but try having a membership program with 1,000 people in it, and then your plugin breaks. And nobody can log in.
Tell me about it, right? Member Mouse,
yeah,
software plugin, right? Yeah. Everyone raves about it, how fantastic it is, and it is. But my membership site broke because Member Mouse stopped the reoccurring payments. It didn't tell me the analytics looked like payments were going through. It wasn't until I went into PayPal and had a look for myself, I saw that it wasn't triggering. This.
I could imagine that conversation. This looks a little short. This looks a little short. Up. What's going on here? Where's my money? Who's got my money, dude? Yeah. Crazy, man. And that's so true. And that, and we're laughing about it, but when that actually happens, it's not funny. It's actually quite stressful.
Yeah, it wasn't a good Christmas.
Yeah.
It was an okay Christmas, but it was like,
Nobody nobody is smiling about losing thousands of dollars because their membership plugin breaks.
No,
Nobody.
no. This is one of the best ones on the market.
Yeah,
One of the best plugins out there. The support couldn't figure out what was going on. I haven't met one that didn't break. I haven't met one that didn't break. And so I mean, wish list member is cool. DAP is cool. I mean, my first one I used something called Paid Membership Pro. People want to know, like I did adventuresontheriver.com. When I set that up in 2013, I mean, I was a big dumb animal. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I used something called Paid Membership Pro. It was free. You could get it through WordPress, and it was cool. It had a model where the plugin was free, and then you paid like $100 for support. Like if you wanted support, you had to pay them or whatever. So, I'm a cheap bastard, so of course I didn't pay them anything. I just got the free plugin. I can figure this out myself. I don't need any help. So, it was great. It was cool. It was great for like a couple of years until it wasn't cool anymore and it broke, and it wasn't letting people log into their stuff. So whatever, I worked through that, and then I got another membership. I got another solution, and I moved on. But about that Paid Membership Pro, the other thing I would tell people is it doesn't integrate with like big affiliate networks. Like Paid Membership Pro is cool because it's free and it's pretty solid. I mean, it didn't break down on me for 2 years. It's pretty solid. But the only thing is it doesn't integrate with major, at least it didn't when I used it. Maybe it does now, but it didn't when I used it. It didn't integrate with Warrior Plus. It didn't integrate with JVZoo. It didn't integrate with ClickBank. And the thing is, man, like affiliate traffic is awesome because affiliate traffic is warm. It's warm traffic. And whenever you can push warm traffic to a continuity program, that's amazing. So, it's just like I was telling people before, man, warm traffic is one of the secrets of continuity. So, affiliate traffic makes a lot of sense, but this one didn't integrate with the affiliate platforms, which are good places to network and to, get affiliates. So, I moved on to another solution. I moved on to like something called Member Sonic, I think. It was Sonic Member, Member Sonic. Yeah,
I can't remember, but anyways, it was awesome. It was cool. It integrated with all those platforms, and I was so happy until it wasn't, and it broke down. And when it broke down, I was in touch with the support trying to figure out what was going on. I was getting no love from them. They couldn't help me, so I had to, figure something else out. And membership programs are kind of like marriages. You know what I mean? Like when you jump into this continuity program and you're like married to whatever like plugin or thing you're using, and it's like you got to depend on them to be there for you. That's why I guess that's when we could walk through the whole thing. I'm not going to bore your audience walking through all the plugins or whatever, but the point is they all have their positives and negatives. Some of them are too freaking complicated. Like DAP, like it tries to do too much. And it's like, oh my God, dude, this is insane. I just need to know how to lock this thing down and get people for reoccurring. That's it. I don't need all this extra crap, man. You guys are trying to be the Swiss Army knife of membership plugins or something. And it's cool, man, but it's not for me, man. So I don't know. There's a lot of negatives and a lot of positives to all of them. And I think everybody should just do whatever they feel the most comfortable doing. But like, if you want to know from someone who has experience with membership programs, I would say the easiest way is it's a simple paid newsletter. And it's like, you just deal with your autoresponder, and like everyone in your membership program is on your list. So you just have a list of paid members. And that's the easiest way. And I mean, it's not sexy, but that's what I would do if I started over.
It works.
Yeah.
That's the thing, isn't it? It works. All these plugins, and I know what you mean about DAP. That broke down on me too. And then I shifted to Member Sonic. That broke down.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And I know people are out there like, well, man, if I do a paid newsletter, I can't secure that, dude. I can't keep people from stealing it. It's like, okay, I hear you, man. I hear you, but I've been doing this a long time, and you know, it's just not that big of a deal. I mean, you're gonna have some piracy. I mean, you're going to have that. That's just like part of the thing. But there's like lots of people out there who they don't even know what a black hat forum is. They don't even know what that is. And like, chances are your customers, the people who you actually want to sell to, they don't know or care about black hat. They don't care about that stuff. They're not looking for free stuff. They're just looking for someone who can actually help them. They don't care, man. They're cool paying you $10 a month for a paid newsletter. They're not interested in just trying to get everything for free. And you know, the ones who are trying to get everything for free, you don't care about those ones anyway, you guys. You don't care about them anyway, man. I'm not saying you don't care about them as human beings. I'm just saying, like, as customers, that's a non-point as customers. You're looking for people who, because the thing is, dude, you know this, Mick, like, you have to be willing to invest a little bit. I mean, if you don't have an investing mindset, like, man, you're at the bottom, and at the bottom you will stay. If you keep on trying to get stuff for free and you're not willing to take a chance with spending $10 on this or whatever, $20 here, $30 there, $10 here, if you're not willing to invest a little bit and figuring out how to do something, you're not ready yet. You're just not ready yet. I mean, investing is part of it, man. I invest in products and new education all the time. I've been in this since 2011. I still buy new things. I still try to figure things out.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
I'm at a place right now where I can literally reach out to almost any product creator and they'll give me a free copy of their thing if I want to review it. But you know what? Sometimes I don't have time to do that, man. And I just go and I buy it. Like, there's been times where, like, someone has given me a review copy and, like, I bought the damn thing anyway because it was such a good product. And then I just used it as a sales angle when I'm promoting it. Hey, guys, let me tell you something. I got a review copy of this, but it's so freaking good. I said, screw it. I went out and I bought a copy anyway. Then I'll paste the little receipt right there. There's my receipt. That's how good this is. If you guys are smart, go check this thing out. And like, do it anyway. But like, you don't do stuff like that unless you have a mindset of like, I'm okay spending $10 if it can make me $100. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this information can help me or move my business forward, I'm okay with it. So I guess I would just say, and that was kind of long-winded, man, I'm sorry. But I guess I would just say, dude, don't worry about the piracy. You know, you can make your money, get the damn thing launched and get it out there, you know, and that's what I would say about the paid newsletter thing. That don't concern me one iota about the piracy. I mean, if I'm paying $10 a month for a paid newsletter, I'm not going to share it with anybody. I'm going to keep it to myself. That's what I'd say, man.
The good thing about that model that you're talking about, the paid newsletter, is that people are already doing the same thing in their autoresponder sequence. They're doing the exact same thing, except with this model, they're getting paid for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Spreading it out over a month. Same thing.
Yeah, man, exactly, dude. And you think, what do I need to set this up? Okay, because I know you asked step by step about it. So, like, look, first you need an angle. Okay, what is my newsletter going to be about? What am I going to teach people? Okay, now I'll be honest with you. Like, the more specific you get, the less competition you have. So, I mean, you know, like Adventures on the River, when I did that one way back when, it thrived because it wasn't about internet marketing. It was about how to make money on Amazon. It was a very specific subject at the time. And so if you niche down a little bit for your topic, that's smart. But anyways, get your subject together that you're going to be talking about every month in the paid newsletter. So that's the first thing I would say. The second thing I would say, once you got your angle and your subject together, you need to figure out a way to leverage something you're already doing. Don't commit to like publishing 5 to 8 new pieces of content a month. That's a chumps game. I mean, I'm just being real with you. That's a freaking chumps game. Unless you just like to make content all the time. Unless you just love creating content every month. I mean, then, hey man, go for it. That works. But I suggest leveraging something you're already doing. So like, let's say you mentioned email. People are already sending out emails in their autoresponders. Okay, so if you're writing emails to your list every month, let's say you write 10 emails a month to your list, then, you know, set up your membership program as, hey, let me give you PLR rights. Let me give you personal use rights to all my emails that I write. So every month I write all these emails, man, you're getting personal use rights to them. You can use the same ones. You can promote the same products I'm promoting. You can just copy my emails, man. You get everything, right? Got my permission. Simple $10, $15 a month club. It's leveraging something you're already doing. You don't have to do anything extra. It's a straight second income stream off of something you're already doing. And it's, you know, it's using that mentality, you know, and I know everybody hates credit cards. I hate those evil bastards. I understand. But credit cards are interesting, man, because if you think about the credit card model, okay, they bring in like $61 billion a year, or more than that, I'm sorry. They're bringing in like $100 billion a year, but like 60 of it is made from customers. And I got, it's, you know what it is? It's $168 billion a year. That's what credit card companies are making. $168 billion a year overall, the industry, I mean, $168 billion. Like 61 billion of that comes from customers, like from interest rates, right? From interest, what they make off of interest. $61 billion comes from customer interest rates. The credit card companies are smart. They double dip. They do exactly what I'm talking about. They got this benefit, and the benefit is a line of credit. So there's two things happening. There's two groups of people that are benefiting from that line of credit. One is the customer, okay? The second one is the merchant. Because if the merchant can accept credit card payments, like, that makes it way easier on the customer. That increases their options to buy, so they're going to get more sales. So the credit card companies see this. So what they do is they charge the merchants a per transaction fee, a credit card processing fee per transaction. So that's the same benefit, and they're charging two groups of people for the same exact benefit. So they're double dipping. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Do you know how much the credit card companies make from that? It's the second highest amount of money that they make. They make $61 billion from the customers. They make $40 billion from the merchants. They're making a lot of money, dude. Like, can you imagine? Can you imagine if they didn't charge the merchants? Just take away $40 billion. Just take it away. Like, they doubled it, dude. They double dipped, and they doubled their income. Like, that's straight passive, dude. That's the same. It's the same line of credit. The same $1,000 that they're lending, they're charging two people for. They charge these guys per transaction. They charge these guys per interest. So it's the same thing, man. If you guys want really true passive income, you got to learn how to focus on benefit and not content. You know, you got to get out of that worker's mentality of, if I put in more work, I'll make more money. It's not like that. It's about benefit. You can double up on the benefit. You know, it's like, if I'm writing emails every month to make money, I'm writing them out to my list. I'm promoting affiliate products. I'm promoting my products. I'm making money. That's why I'm writing them. Okay, that's cool. Could I double that benefit up? Could I make a membership program and offer those emails to other people? I just doubled my revenue stream by doing that. So that's what I'd say about that, man. Am I even talking about anything? I'm just rambling now, dude.
It's good stuff, Cam. It's really valuable stuff. You're giving me new ideas. You give my audience new ideas. But one thing I do want to ask you is, you mentioned earlier about warming up the traffic, bringing in cold traffic, warming up. Have you got any good copy tips, conversion tactics that people can use when they've got their membership sorted out, they're ready to start selling it? Have you got any good sales techniques?
Yeah. So the best thing you can do is, you know, when you're writing a piece of content, whether you're doing a video or whether you're doing a video that's designed to sell or designed just to warm someone up, or whether you're doing an email that's designed to do that, or whether you're doing a blog post or you're writing something on Facebook, like, the content is, it's got a few important elements, right? So one, like you want entertainment value in the content, like, and you can usually achieve this by telling a simple story. Like you can be like, man, I went to let my dog out this morning, and I stepped in a big pile of dog poop. It was horrible, man. It was absolutely horrible. I got it all over my shoes, and it was really deep in the creases too. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally had to stop wearing my shoes. I needed to wash them off with a hose before I could wear them. It was horrible, dude. It was absolutely horrible. So if I start telling a story like this, I just tell people what happened to me today. I can like build rapport with people, you know? And so entertainment value is the first thing. And then whatever you're talking about, like whatever the entertainment value is, what you got to remember is you can talk about yourself all day long. We're marketers. We like to talk about ourselves. We like to brag about stuff. It's like in the job description or something. But like what we have to remember is the good marketers, they always flip it back around to the customer. Like they always flip it back around. It's not really about me. It's really about the person who's reading. It's really about the person who's listening. So every story that I tell, there has to be a takeaway. There has to be a lesson. There has to be some kind of actionable content in there that brings it back to the person reading the story. So the second thing would be actionable content or a lesson or takeaway. Those are two factors, and you want that in all your content. You know, you want something that's going to help them relate to you and build rapport, but then you want actionable content. And I think I love your content, man. You have such great actionable content, man. And that's what I would say. Those two things first, and then your pitch, right? And then pitch is you're free to pitch. You know, once you pay the piper, once you pay the toll, you're free to pitch, man. You're free to pitch. You can pitch as much as you want. You can pitch in every email as long as the email is providing value already. Because there's a give and a take to this game. Like you give and then you offer. And it's like that has worked really well for me. And people get stressed out. Like I can't tell stories, dude. You know, I don't know what the hell am I going to talk about. I don't know. I mean, look, man, just talk about what happened to you today. Another thing I do. What if you read a really cool blog post? You know, what if you read something real? You know, what if someone is out there right now and they're watching this interview and they're like, so like, couldn't they go back to their email list or couldn't they go back to their blog and say, man, I just watched the most awesome interview. It was really ugly, weird, hillbilly, red-haired, bearded freakazoid on there. But he actually gave me some pretty good ideas about stuff, and I'm super inspired now. And let me just tell you guys this idea I had. You know, like, you know what I mean? But like, it's just like use it as a launching pad for your little story, and then take it into like a takeaway, and then take that takeaway into a pitch. It's a chess game. You know, checkmate is the pitch. Checkmate's the pitch. So how do I get to checkmate from this weird story? How do they go together and just kind of like connect them in there with a lesson? That's what I would say, man. That's worked really well for me.
Yeah, stories are really powerful, unbeatable. We're hardwired, you know.
Yeah.
So, something else I wanted to ask you, man, is how do you keep your churn rate low?
Yeah. This is funny. So like, here's what I found. I've ran 4 of these things now. Your churn rate is going to be directly proportionate. It's going to be directly proportionate to perceived value. Okay. So I don't mean actual value. I mean perceived value. What do the people feel like they're getting? I mean, like, you know, like if I say, well, I'm going to give you free coaching, not free coaching. I'm going to give you coaching. Not you, but like anybody, you know what I mean? I'm going to give you coaching for like $10 a month. You know what I mean? And for $10 a month, you can just like, we can have like 3 coaching calls a week. And I make $1 million on the internet. So, you know, I can teach you how to do the same thing. And I'll give you 3 coaching calls a week for $10 a month. Like literally nobody's going to cancel that membership program. You know what I'm saying? like the perceived value is very high because everyone's got it in their heads that yeah, like coaching's really expensive. Like it's like $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000 or $20,000, and this cat, like, he's super successful and he's gonna give me like $10 a month. I'm never canceling. I'm always gonna keep it. Like, so so my general rule is, and this has been my rule since my first one, is whatever I'm charging a month, I want twice as much value. Twice as much value is what I'm charging. I need at least, if I'm charging $10 a month, I want at least $20 to $30 worth of value in there. And that keeps churn rate low. The other thing I would say, and this is obvious, I think most people get this, the lower ticket membership program is going to have a lower churn rate. That's the bottom line. The less you charge a month, people aren't going to leave. They're going to keep it in case they need it. If you charge a lot of money every month, that's fine. People are going to leave more often because they're going to feel that hit every single month. And they're going to be like, dude, you know what? Maybe I'll come back when I got more money. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. And I'll give people this example, right? Like, I always ask people, like, would you rather have like 3 people paying you $3,000 a month, or would you rather have 3,000 people paying you $1 a month? And for me, it's like really easy. Like, I want 3,000 people paying me $1 a month for a couple of reasons. Number one, that's really easy to predict. I mean, a few of them are going to leave, but it's cool. I can very easily predict what my income is going to be every month. If only 3 people are paying me $3,000 a month, then, I mean, if one of them leaves, I just lost a third of my income. It's like, holy cow, where are you going, man? Come back. Yeah, it's too much, man. It's too hard to predict those giant chunks. So that's my take on that. And then the other benefit of having a lot of people paying you a small monthly income is you can promote other things to them. And like, you will not find a warmer, more responsive audience than the people who are paying you a monthly reoccurring income. These are more responsive than just buyers leads. I mean, buyers leads are awesome, but reoccurring buyers leads, that's another level of commitment, and they're very responsive to what you have to say. So if I have 3,000 of those, they're all paying me $1 a month, I'm cool. I'll take that all day long over 3 people paying me a high ticket. So that's what I would say. Another thing about keeping your churn rate low is just low ticket, man. Low ticket. And it's hard if you're really hungry and you're really hungry and you're trying to make something happen. I know you listen to all those gurus out there and they're all like, yeah, man, start a $97 a month membership program, make the big bucks. People will pay it. I mean, I don't even know what they're tripping on, man, because like, I've been doing this for a while now. And the fact is, I mean, it's common sense, dude. Come on. Common sense. Of course, more people are going to stay if you don't charge them as much money. I mean, come on. We can all agree. Is Netflix not successful? I mean, look at Netflix and look at cable. I mean, cable's charging people $70 a month. Netflix is charging people $10 a month. I mean, Netflix is taking over the world. So like, I don't know what people are tripping on. I mean, I really don't. I mean, I know everybody wants to charge $100 a month for a membership program. I get it. You can do it. People won't leave as long as they feel like they're getting $300 value a month. And I don't know about you, man, but I've done it several times before, and I know all the content in the world is not going to equal $300 a month. I mean, I could put like a zillion pieces of content in there a month for $300 a month. And like, after 2 or 3 months, they're going to be like, I got all the content I need. I can't keep on paying $300 a month. The only way I keep them in there is if like they're getting money back. Like if they're like, I'm paying $300 a month for him, but the benefit he's providing me is making me like $1,000 a month. So I'm not leaving. That's the only way. The benefit has to exceed the monetary thing you're asking, and that's how you keep churn rate low.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
So you've got a new course coming out specifically designed for membership stuff. So if people want to go further with this, and I recommend that they do, because I've gone through the training that you've created. It's really good stuff, man. I haven't seen anything quite like it before. So can you tell us more about that and how people can sign up?
Thanks for taking the time to go through it, man. I know you're busy, and I really appreciate it. And, like, this is the first time. Me and you have been talking for a while, and I've been trying to get you to come on my YouTube channel to do an interview forever, man. And, like, I finally got to talk to you, like, face to face. This is like an honor for me, man, because, you know, I first met you in that forum. I forget the name of that forum now, but that's where I first learned about you, and then I followed you back to your YouTube channel. And I loved all your content, and you know, I wanted to get you on and talk about Profit Copilot for forever. And I'm stoked, man. I'm so happy to be here hanging out and talking. So that's awesome.
Thank you, man. Yeah, we should sort that out sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell us about your course, man.
Thank you, man. Okay, yeah, it's called the Easy 23. Like by the time you guys all see this, it'll probably be out. It launches tomorrow. It launches Friday, August 31st at 9 a.m. Called the Easy 23. Guys, it's 23 different ideas for benefit-based membership programs, just like what me and Mick have been talking about this whole time. This course is not going to cost you guys a bunch of money. It's going to be $10.80 straight up. For a 4 day. Okay, so after the 4 days, after the 4 day launch, it is going to go to $27. But for this 4 day launch, it's just going to be $10, $10.80. So it's going to be really cool, and I think everybody get a lot of benefit out of it. So
people can get that. They can check it out if they go to profitcopilot.com/easy23. I'll make sure people can access it through links below this video. But I mean, it sounds like an absolute no-brainer. I mean, $10. Come on.
Yeah, man.
I think you're a bit crazy, Cam.
I stuffed it with bonuses too, man. I got a lot of bonuses in there. Like when they go to the bonus section, I got a lot of bonuses in there. So yeah, man, I think they'll get a lot of value of it. It'll be really cool. I hope, man. You know what, dude? I just want to like set people's minds on fire, dude. I want them to go out there and get something started, man. You know what I mean?
I hope the launch goes well for you, Cam. You know, you've got the support of Profit Copilot. Hopefully you've got the support of the audience as well, because you're not like those gurus that you spoke about before, you know, the greedy, fake assholes, really. You're a different breed. You're part
riding around in a DeLorean. Yeah. No, man, that's cool. Yeah, hey, thanks a lot for having me on, Mick. Do you have any other questions for me?
I think that's it, man. I know that you've got an awful lot to do today in preparation for the launch, and you've got other JVs to talk to and stuff. So I thank you so much for your time and the value that you've given us today, man.
Yeah, really, for sure, man. Thanks a lot for having me on, Mick. I appreciate you, man. Come on my channel anytime and talk about Profit Copilot, man. I'd love to hear your story, man. So
I look forward to doing that, Cam. That'll be awesome. Thank you, mate.
Thanks.